Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
We are available on iTunes. You can check us out on the web, infinitedancecast.com. All of our episodes are free and available to download on iTunes.
On iTunes or your smartphone.
Or write us a review.
Oh, please. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes.
A good one, though.
The hills are alive with sound of music, and the Hollywood Hills are alive with the visions of photography.
Yeah, Levi Walker.
Levi Walker is here in the studio today. We have locked him in the next room.
Right, because we don't want to, let him get away.
The important thing about our interviews is that we don't want to waste all the good banter when they're walking up.
It's so true, and we can easily do that.
We get
excited and we see people and we go, and then all the funny stories and we laugh and it's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Nick, you're usually very good about that. You said, save it for the show.
Yeah, don't talk. Don't talk right now.
Save it for the show.
Which is fine because I get worried. I get nervous with silence anyway, so it's good for me to be like, okay, just don't talk so no one can talk so we can't have any talking.
Right.
Because whenever I'm speaking with someone, I'm always trying to think of the next thing to say.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Well, I think it's just who we are.
I'm just nervous energy.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
I get a little nervous with photographers because I think the whole time they're looking at me like,
oh, they suck.
Well, yeah, like how she wouldn't take very good pictures. Right. I don't know. They're not like that. I know he's not like that.
No, they're all cool. He's going to tell us the tips and tricks. We're going to really dig deep into the heart and mind and soul of the photographer. And we're going to figure out how we can take good headshots.
I think it would be very good for our audience to hear that.
And me.
Me as well.
You too?
Yes. I want to know what makes it work and how people get these beautiful shots. Well, you look at them.
But it's also like you see someone else's headshots and you're like, oh my gosh, those are so great. Mine are terrible. I need new headshots. It's like it's constant, right?
It's true. And it's funny, I was talking to, I was just in Houston and I was talking to the photographer that was there.
Oh, what's his name?
Travis.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to give away the rest.
Okay, because we have Levi Walker on.
Right. No, he did grow up near you, though. Anyway, he was kind of talking about the few things that make New York headshots different than Los Angeles.
They're black and white?
Probably, because they're still behind. But he said it seems so much more fun in L.A. because they're more artistic. Also, you look for different things in L.A. I mean, we have so much more. Where in New York, he said it's kind of boring doing headshots because they only want chorus, which means they want everybody to look the same, blah, 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 blah.
Generic.
Yeah,
I hear you.
So I don't know. It's an interesting world. I think photography is great.
It's super cool. I sometimes go out with my Fun Saver and just see what I can capture.
Oh.
You know the Fun Savers?
No.
The Kodak Fun Savers?
Oh,
you have to wind yourself.
Oh, I like that.
Or Hipstamatic. Those are cool.
Those are very cool.
So cool.
Okay, now I want to go totally off subject.
Bring it.
Do you ever remember we were playing that game, that application that we played everywhere we went?
Geocache.
Geocache.
Yeah.
I knew it started with a G.
Geocaching.
Do you go geocaching?
No, I don't do that. And for the listeners at home,
please say.
Geocaching it's like little hidden treasures all over the world, and they give you clues, and you have to go find these treasures, and then you sign the paper that's in there of all the people
or whatever,
that found it.
Whatever it is.
And it's really cool. So Desiree and I went around geocaching, and some of the other faculty we were on tour with at the time every now and again.
And some of our assistants, we take anybody who wanted
People
to
got
go.
Excited about it.
It was a lot of fun. Spell it. It's GEO.
GEO and then CACHING.
It is. It's a fun thing to do.
It was something cool to do, especially when we were on the road, didn't have anything to do. Man, we've had some fun experiences.
We found some pretty amazing geocaches.
Yeah.
They give you really odd clues.
Yeah, very strange.
And you have to really get your mind thinking about what is this. And you and I would think about them for a few hours. Not that we only thought about that, but in between rehearsals
That
and things.
food.
Yes. And then we would go out and see what we could find. Man, that was fun.
I know, that was fun.
So I was just curious if you did that
It was
anymore.
a good excuse when we were on the road for me to not go to the gym.
That's why?
And now that I'm not on the road anymore, which I love, I have to go to the gym, which is why I'm wearing a tank top for the second week in a row.
Because you went to the gym.
Because I went to the gym and I'm trying to show off my guns.
And they look loaded.
They look big?
They look
Let me show you what
loaded.
I'm working with.
Ooh, baby, work it out.
Yeah. I need a 10.
Levi's going to say, I want to take some photos of those guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the Clint Eastwood ad
Commercial
for
on the Super Bowl? Yeah.
I only saw it not on the Super Bowl, but now I've seen it a million
Dude
times.
is so cool.
I know.
He's so cool.
I think the guns made me think of him.
Yeah.
Talking about guns.
Yeah. Well, and like Dodge, he was talking about Dodge too, and I drive a Dodge Charger.
I know
Which I
you
love.
do.
American made.
It is a fabulous car.
It made me like, but the problem is I associate Budweiser beer with Clint Eastwood because that's what he always drinks in all his movies.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Heartbreak Ridge, he's drinking Budweiser.
Does
Pretty
he?
sure Gran Torino, he's drinking Budweiser.
I'm going to have to go pull that up because that's too funny.
And so I started drinking Budweiser for the longest time, but then I realized it was kind of fattening.
Budweiser beer?
Yeah.
You didn't like the light?
I like the light, but I wanted to be like Clint Eastwood.
Oh, so you had to do full out Bud.
Yeah, but I mean, that was another time I don't
fattening.
drink anymore.
Too fattening,
really.
huh?
Yeah, too fattening. I have a drink every now and again, but nothing crazy.
No, wine maybe.
Maybe half a glass. I'm really not good at drinking anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying just keeping it clean, man. You know.
Oh, I wish I was so good.
To each his own. To each his own.
Do you know who I ran into?
Who?
Doug Caldwell.
Oh, yeah?
He says hello.
Oh, hello, Doug.
I said we have to have him back on the show.
I think that'd be great.
I know. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, he's got good musicality. Speaking of musicality, we're into music picks.
That was a good one.
Hey-yo.
That was a good one. Okay, well, I'm going back in time. My first one is entitled Blood on the Dance Floor.
Wow.
You ever heard of it?
I heard of it.
You're going to want to look for capital T, capital M, Switchblade mix. It's about a 9-minute version of Michael Jackson's Blood on the Dance Floor. It is so hot. Get it. Get it. The next one is Here Comes the Rain Again. Different version, not Annie Lennox. This is Hypnasia. Hypnogaja. Hypnasia. It's a very cool, it's like a rock band version.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool. And my last and final pick is Into the Groove. You're going to want to... Ooh, sorry.
Whoa, why are you hitting stuff?
I'm trying not to hit you. You're going to want to look for the Side Chains remix. It is obviously Madonna, but Into the Groove Side Chains remix. It is a cool version. And again, that's like longer, so it's about 6 minutes. So great for warm-up and across the floor.
That's Madonna. I heard of her.
Did you?
Yeah, she did that. She did that performance at the Super Bowl. How could you have missed it? It lasted like 30 minutes.
Was it good? I didn't see it. I was on a plane. You know, Michael thought that she covered herself because she has an amazing body.
Yeah.
But he said because they've had so many people complaining about what these people wear for costume-wise during the Super Bowl that maybe she went overly the other way and covered herself
But
up.
maybe people also need to mind their own business and stop being such critics.
Right.
Of course, this is coming from me who said the Super Bowl performance was too long.
Was it too long?
I thought it was too long. I was bored. We're watching a football game, not a Madonna concert.
Wow.
Sorry, Madonna.
What songs?
I don't know, all of them. I'm
All
really
of them? A whole album? An entire
I
album?
felt like I was at a Madonna concert.
Question.
She's great, though. She's great.
No, I know.
You it's a Super
Did
Bowl.
she have male dancers or female dancers? Both?
Yeah,
okay.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and some other people came out and stuff. Whatever.
Okay. Fun.
Number one for me, Surfin' USA by the Beach Boys. Axel F. Number two, which is by Harold Faltermeyer.
That is a good song.
It's great. And number three, I Wanna Be Rich by Calloway. Calloway.
Okay.
Surfin' USA, Axel F. I Wanna Be Rich. Any guesses, Desiree?
Living in Los Angeles.
Well, actually, that could be it. This is all movies and television. These songs have been featured on.
Axel F is from Eddie Murphy movie.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, great movie.
And Surfin' USA was on Teen Wolf.
Oh, okay.
And I Want to Be Rich was a clinker. That was actually on 90210. on an episode. So I didn't expect you to get that. I was just trying to give a little something out.
I'm just kind of making things up now, but that
good.
does
Stabbing in the dark. Last week you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
A bad date, you said.
Bad date.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you really have to listen to every episode.
You do. You have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
Each and every song that we have told you about is available on iTunes, so check it out.
Yeah, okay. We have Levi Walker coming into the studio. He's breaking through the window. He's saying, I need air, I need water. We didn't want to lose the banter like we said before. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
What's the catch? There's no catch. It's magic. And there's a phone ringing when I'm doing the intro, Desiree. This better be good.
It better be good.
The magic of Mr. Levi Walker is in the studio now. He is a famed photographer to the stars and to nobodies and to anyone in between. His work has been seen in Architectural Digest, People Magazine, OK Magazine, Us Weekly, In Touch, Dance Spirit, Entertainment Weekly, Essence. He's worked with all kinds of stars, including Leonardo DiCaprio, Quincy Jones, Jennifer Hudson, Dennis Quaid, Woody Harrelson, Michael Bublé, Paul Abdul, Jennifer Lopez, Brady Jackson, Ryan Seacrest, and Kathy Griffin. Please welcome to the show the very talented Mr. Levi Walker.
Wow, that was quite an intro.
That's what we try and do here at Infinite Dance Cast.
Make people look a little bit bigger than they really are.
No.
Well, you know, the thing is...
No, actually, let you realize all the things that you've done.
Oh,
yeah,
because a lot of people don't think about that.
You know, I think that's true. We kind of go through this whole career and we touch on do little things, and then sometimes when we look back in perspective, like, I can look back at parts of my life and go, wow, I've really had some opportunity.
Absolutely.
Really cool things.
So we're just trying to remind you how great you are.
Oh, well, that's awfully
It's
kind.
true, though. No, it is true. Because Nick always says, I never work. And then sometimes I'm like, you did that. Okay.
Yeah, and I was watching Nick like a couple of years ago on that reality show. And
right?
Yes.
Could you vote on that show? I think I voted for you.
No, well, you
I
could,
rooted for you.
There's like an at-home thing, but yeah. Thank you for rooting for me.
Just don't tell Miguel Zarate that I rooted for you. Because I told Miguel I rooted for him.
Oh, that's okay. Miguel doesn't
that's
have a
'cause I
podcast.
but that's because I love both of you. So.
Well, you know what's funny is that we were good friends on that show, but they'd never show us together because they don't want, that they were trying to make me out to be this, like, hey, I'm straight guy, blah, blah. So they never wanted to show us together.
Oh, is that what they were trying to make
It was
you out
really
to be? 'Cause
bizarre.
It didn't come off like that at all.
Well, they never showed us together. It was weird. Anyways, that's besides the point. So, anyways, you're really good at what you do. But we want to hit on headshots first because Desiree, we're talking about this in the first segment before you got here, and you have a great process.
Well, I think I was a performer. I was on the road for like 15 years, and so I kind of know the ins and outs of headshots. I've done a lot of everything from casting to directing and producing. And so, the process I found is very daunting. So people are really scared when they call. First of all, look, we're all in the entertainment industry. Unless you're on a hit TV show, you're probably struggling a little bit financially and trying to make ends meet. So, first of all, you're spending a lot of money. Second of all, you're hoping that you get one good picture that will get you work.
Right.
So what I kind of set out to do when I started shooting 6 years ago now, wow, it's been that long, was take the process from beginning to end, and if people just kind of trusted me and just fell into my arms and just let me take them on a little journey, that
like a lyrical duet.
Yeah, like a lyrical duet. that I could actually like make the process so simple. So from beginning to end, from the moment you call to the moment you get your pictures, we do everything in house. We print in house. We do retouching in the house. We found all of the rates for like printing and retouching all over the city and made them cheaper than everybody.
Wow.
Just because we just
So
felt
I
like...
think I know where I'm going
It's
now.
a one-stop shop.
Well, all these are the big labs and stuff, they have all this overhead. So, we were able to drop
And you
everything
also
down.
don't know what to ask.
Yeah.
Being a client, you go in with your stuff and you're like, I don't know the proper terms for certain things.
Yeah, it sounds like I can go to you and say, I don't know about this right here, and then you'll be able to say, no, this is good. You shot it. It's your eyes,
right?
Essentially, so you're the best person to talk to us about this stuff.
Well, I think a lot of it is not only are people so scared, but I think it turns into almost kind of a lackadaisical a way to avoid having to get them. Oh, it costs too much, or I've had headshots and I'm still working.
Yeah,
but I think that if you always keep current, there's always more work that you can do.
I hear you.
So I find a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm cool. I've got my pictures. I just did this a year ago, or I did have these pictures for 2 years, and I just did 2 commercials. Well, did you do 10 commercials?
Right.
Because there's always more commercials to do.
Absolutely. And I think different people, like we take dance from a lot of different people for a reason.
Yep.
Right.
Isn't it smart to have your shots taken over and over again because you're constantly changing and you're a different person in front of the camera?
It is, and I also believe that it's really important to stick with the same photographer. And I'm not just saying that because I want everybody's business, but I'm saying it because, if Nick comes in, I know how to market Nick.
Yeah.
I put Nick together, and then Nick changes or shifts a little bit or needs an update or even needs to say, hey, how should I change my style? And we work on the style. And then we rework your entire marketing. But we already have a relationship. So if you go shoot with another photographer, then when you walk in the door, it might be a little bit like there's that mountain you have to climb over and getting to know each other.
Right, and they're like, hey, I'm changing up my direction here. What can we do? And we've already worked together, so it's easy for us to make that transition. I love that.
And
exactly.
I do believe you do have to keep taking pictures.
You do. You really do.
You constantly do. And I totally agree with, even if it's been a year, it doesn't even matter. You over and over. Look at the stars. They always have new shots all the time.
Yeah, and with marketing, it's very important to take that extra step and just keep plugging away and trying new things.
It's part of
it's
the
important to have
business.
somebody you trust too, because I get like get nervous,
me too.
we were talking about that, Desiree.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I feel like they think I'm bad, but it's never like that if you're with somebody that you're comfortable with.
No, absolutely. And I'm gonna just cut us off just only so we can give the phone number and the information for Levi, because we got so excited.
I know, I got excited. Okay, so here's the phone number. It's 310-591-5595. Send them an email, bookings@leviwalker.com, and that's Levi and then Walker, like Johnny.
Or Skywalker.
I'm very nice.
Guy.
Go to, just search Levi Walker Photography on Facebook, like the page, like it now, and twitter.com/headshots by Levi, again, Levi. He's in the studio with us. I'm very excited. Sorry, we just jumped into so much, but we have more time.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to a quick commercial break. We will be right back with Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competition start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Hey, what's going on? I'm on this over here, and you are tuning into Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast?
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
LeviWalker.com. Go there now. Levi Walker Photography on Facebook. Go there now. Like it.
Go now.
Twitter.com/headshots by Levi. Here's what I want to know. Do you do headshots for podcasters? Audio only.
Audio headshots, yes.
Yes,
They're always telling me we got faces for radio.
We do.
Well, me, not you.
Oh, no, I do.
Oh, you got
For
great
radio.
hair, though.
Today she does.
That's why I said I'm so embarrassed. We have a photographer coming in because he's photograph the most beautiful people. I'm like, hey, look at me.
Yeah, and what's cool is that if you go to your website, leviwalker.com, you can see all these headshots you've done of everyday dancers that I see. I call them everyday because they're out here working.
Because we see them every day.
And they look like movie stars. Each one of them.
There's a process that I take everybody through, and most people come in and they're petrified, or they're scared, or they're nervous, or they just have no clue what to do. So I walk them through. I have like 5 little steps that I walk everybody through on how to connect with the camera. They're my 5 little secrets that you only learn if you come in the studio.
Ooh.
And,
Good radio voice. Good radio voice.
Thank you very much. But you know, and I stand there the first 15, 20 minutes, I just teach these techniques, and once you put them on and I apply them like you would a combination or as choreography, then all of a sudden when it clicks, I have these people who say, I have no idea what I'm doing, and then 10 pictures later they're like, oh my God, that's an amazing picture, and you taught me, like, I can't believe you just taught me how to do that.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. And the same applies with the styling of everything and the market and how we style people and market people with their clothing. I think hair is probably one of the most important things that you can have in your headshot.
Yeah.
I think your hair as a dancer speaks miles to who you are. You know, I tell people, shave your head or don't shave your head. Like,
right.
You know, I get real specific.
So do I call you and say, hey, this is usually what I get booked for. This is kind of what I'm working towards. And then we kind of talk about what I should bring type of thing.
What I do is
how do we handle that?
Well, I do a full consult that usually takes about 30 minutes where we go, you bring all your clothes, we talk about your looks and get really specific. You know, most of the agencies want very, very specific things.
Right.
And every agency wants something different. Block wants something totally different from MSA.
Yeah.
And Clear wants something different from Trio, and Trio wants something different from GTA. So that's a good little knowledge that I have that helps people kind of really close in. And I think one of the most important things is like bright popping colors. Like if you look at my site, like I put it on a dark background so all the colors just go pow, pow, and just pop right off the page. Because the real challenge with headshots is when there's a casting director or a casting assistant that's sitting at a laptop or a computer scrolling through 1,000 submissions, all they get is this little thumbnail.
Right.
But if you give them a reason, it's like an eye trick. If you give them a reason to go boom and look at your picture, then you have that extra quarter of a second even where they might click on your picture and look at you.
Right.
And then that would call you in. And that's the real trick about headshots. That's why I think a lot of dancers want to get these like uber glam, like hanging on a chain link fence or you know what I'm saying? Or like just so like these huge fashion editorial pictures, which are stunning and gorgeous, but I'm not necessarily positive that they really help in casting major commercial productions.
And now, have you had to say to certain dancers before, like, I love your idea, but this is not what we're going for. We can do this, but this is not
how
what
do you
you're
handle
looking
that?
for.
I have actually. I've told people, this is what I do, and I found proven success in this. If you want to do that, we can do that. But I don't know that it's going to help you.
Right.
Okay, so communication's big. That's great.
Yeah,
so I'm not wasting my money.
Yeah, I'm very upfront.
Right.
I'm very, very upfront. I also say, like, I'm even so upfront as to talk about, like, okay, what are your positives? Like, do you love your stomach? Okay, we're going to show your stomach. Do you love your arms? Do you love your boobs? Do you love your legs? Like, do you love your hair?
Do you love your chest hair?
Do you love your chest hair? Like little nicks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Braid it.
Well, people do know what they like best about their bodies. And they always say that's the asset. You should show it in an audition. So it makes sense. And that goes hand in hand.
That was a big mistake I made when I get my first couple of rounds of headshots, is that I was like, I didn't know. I should have done more research on my end. I have to know what I'm going out for or what I want to do, because he's a magician. He's great at what he does, but he's not a mind reader.
Well, that's why the consultation. I've never had a photographer take me through a consultation.
Well, but at the same time, though, it's
so
like
cool.
I could look at you and market your 3 looks, bam, 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 that fast.
Cool.
Because I know what's working and what people are booking, because my clients call me and say, oh my God, I just booked this. You were right. This happened and you told me where this.
Right.
And I think my favorite story is in the past couple of years has been Tony Bellissimo. He came to me and said, you know what? My headshots aren't working. I can't even get into a hip hop audition. And you know, he's a phenomenal hip hop dancer.
Yeah, he's really
Right.
good.
But he couldn't
Very
even
good.
get into an audition. And
That's
so we
incredible.
got real specific with, you know, his body and showing his body and how we market him. We got the picture. Like the second I took it, I said, that's the one. And I knew it. And I usually do know when I take the one picture that's really, really great. And 3 weeks later, he booked Rihanna.
Oh, cool.
So, you know, you get, like, when I hear stories like that, it inspires me to keep going,
Sure.
keep doing what I do, because that's the cool thing.
That's
well, and you know
awesome.
it's working.
Yeah.
It's proven. There
Yeah.
you go. I mean, you don't need any more proof than that.
So here, let me give the number again: 310-591-5595. Bookings at LeviWalker.com. Super nice guy. Just shoot him put out a feeler, see what's up. You know, if you've been
Right.
putting this off, which I have,
Yes.
just shoot him an email. Let's get this ball
Let's
rolling,
get this
baby.
going. And if you are from out of town and you're going to be in town over the summer,
Hey, yo.
you want to maybe book ahead of time, give a call
and
now.
you know what? You guys probably have a website, right?
Yes.
InfiniteDancecast.com.
And you probably need some pictures, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to come in the studio. Before this airs, you're going to come in the studio. So today, while you're listening to this podcast, you can go to their website, which is
InfiniteDancecast.com.
and check out the pictures that I took of these guys.
I've got to go
I'm
on a
already
diet.
nervous, you guys.
I'm sweating.
I am sweating.
My armpit hair is dripping.
And I just vomited.
Okay, so
That is too cute. I
tell
love
us
it.
about the project you got
We
going
got
on
something, an announcement today.
Well, we're kind of doing this really cool thing. I found that like a lot of young dancers, like Orange County, San Francisco, they were coming to LA to shoot with me, which
Yes.
I think is the coolest thing in the world. I've recently started having people from like Oklahoma and Colorado and Arizona and San Francisco
Right.
fly in to do a photo shoot with me and go home, which I think is like unbelievably cool. And so we decided to take what we do, like the really cool, hyper fun, exciting dance stuff that
Yes.
Levi Walker does, not just headshots, but like the dance stuff that we do, and take it directly into dance studios.
Love it.
So we'll have, and your parents can come and buy prints, and it's kind of like doing like the really uber cool senior picture thing.
Yes.
When you're in high school, and
That's
your
a
parents
great
want those prints on the wall, but we'll do like the Shazam, radically cool, stuff
Right.
we did with Travis Payne and Tabitha Napoleon
Right.
and Peter Chu and all those guys, and do the same kind of stuff with these kids that are in studios.
Oh, awesome.
And give their parents some really great stuff to put on the walls.
Sure, and not only that, but how about the studio owners and the studios themselves?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you walk in and everybody has the same Harvey Edwards poster. Not that that's bad. Love John at
everyone's-
Swider's feet, but
Everyone's got
Are you
the...
talking about the ballet one with the girl?
Yes.
I love that picture.
I know,
Since
and
I was
it's a great
child.
shot. It's a great shot. But if they can have you come in
And do
get
something
some-
really cool with their
Yeah.
star kids. That'd be
That's
really
right.
Awesome. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, because
That-
I do get tired of walking into studios seeing like the graduating seniors like out next to a lake in weird poses. Like,
But I have some friends that do really cool stuff for seniors.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
Cool.
kind of what inspired me to do this. Is
Oh,
because
good.
there's this new like high-end portrait thing for seniors, and parents love it because they get these gorgeous pictures of their kids.
Right.
So I want to do it with their kids like in like a huge leap with their hair flying everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's like we can like print them on these like big sheets of metal and like
Oh my gosh, that's
and we
so
do
cool.
wallets and put them on water bottles.
Now let me ask you this: do you only shoot dancers? You shoot everybody?
I shoot
right?
everybody.
Okay.
I'll shoot
so
anybody.
actors. If
I
you're
shot
an
a
actor, you
dog
listen.
last week.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was on the show Antonio Treatment on HGTV, and they remodeled my loft. You
Yes,
can watch it at
I
my
love his
website,
dog.
and you can watch it at my site,
Can we?
LeviWalker.com.
Okay.
That's my episode. They remodeled my apartment.
Sweet.
And this woman emails
Wow.
me. I just saw a rerun of the Antonio Treatment. Would you shoot my dog? And I was like, sure, absolutely. It turned out she's an awesome woman. I shot her dog, and we're doing some prints for her dog, just like we did on the
I want to be
Antonio
like,
Treatment.
what was the consultation like that? I
awesome.
love that.
I mean-
all of those things I love. I love the Antonio Treatment. What was the room like? I'm sorry, I have to ask.
Well, it's a loft, and it went from like bland and boring, and of course they made me mess it up a little bit, but it's like this spectacular like custom made Murphy bed, giant picture of Cloud on the wall, big picture of Peter Chu, and this wallpaper with like a huge set of lips. Just
Oh my
check
God.
it out.
Very cool.
LeviWalker.com. Search Levi Walker Photography on Facebook. Follow him on Twitter at Headshots by Levi. Just go check it out. 310-591-5595. Bookings at LeviWalker.com. Levi, thank you for coming out.
And I'm gonna eat my gum now. You guys are awesome.
Enjoy
Thank
it.
you so much.
Thank you.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back.
Are you a dance company, teacher, choreographer, producer, or director looking to market yourself for your current projects?
Do you need just a little extra push to get the word out?
The answer is yes, Desiree. They do.
Nick, how do you know what they need?
I know our listeners. They need our help to spread the word about their shows, projects, and whatever else they have going on. And guess what, Desiree?
What, Nick?
It just so happens that we have the airtime just for them.
That's right. We have ad space available for you. We have both 30 and 60-second spots available for you.
Get the word out to the entire United States and countless other countries. Did he just say countless other countries? Yes, he did. Infinite Dancecast has audiences all across the world, including Canada, China, Japan, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Romania, Australia, Denmark, Brazil, the Philippines, Mexico, and more. But I won't say the others because they're too hard to pronounce.
Email us at info@infinitedancecast.com for more details. Subject line, advertise.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast, giving you a voice worldwide.
Hey guys, this is Courtney Galliano from So You Think You Could Dance, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDancecast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
And if you don't follow us on Twitter, what do we care? We won't know the difference, and guess what? We're probably not following you. Write us a review now.
Little bitter.
I'm not bitter. I just need some more reviews on iTunes, because it'll help our visibility on iTunes.
It will.
Can I say iTunes anymore? iTunes.
But he's not mad.
I'm not mad.
He's not mad. And we will follow. We will follow you. Follow you. I'll follow you.
Yeah.
No, we will.
Are you pledging right now to follow people if they follow you?
Yes.
Will you give them a follow back?
Sure.
Okay, so here's the deal. If you follow someone and Desiree doesn't follow you back, at Desiree Robinson and be like, you said you're supposed to follow me back. I will not be making that promise. Why? Because I did that with my Facebook page and got way out of control. I don't know anybody. Yeah, it's out of control.
What happens, by the way, when you get to like the 5,000?
It starts dropping people off.
On Facebook?
Yeah, because then, like, my mom was like, why am I not friends with you? And I was like, I don't know.
Oh, no, does it make people mad?
It just drops people. Yeah, and people text me or email me and be like, why are we not friends?
Oh, no, it's going to create a huge problem.
Are you getting near it?
I'm getting close.
Dude, you got to pick and choose. You have to pick
What
and
am
choose.
I going to do?
I don't know. Well, I made a fan page.
Well, I do have a fan page, but nobody seems to go there.
Yeah, nobody likes it. Like our page on Facebook.
That's the other thing. Please do that.
I mean,
can you just like us?
Who are we kidding, Desiree? We're never.
Maybe nobody's listening.
Is anybody out there? Out there?
Hello, low, low, low.
Cue the mystery. Cue the Space Odyssey 2000 music.
Well, then you're gonna miss this great little thing I have. Well, that's a good word.
Yeah.
A friend gave this to me. This is the 7 Principles of Innovation. Have you heard this?
Oh yeah, that's the Einstein thing, right? Just kidding.
It's it?
No, I don't know.
No, I don't think it is. But
Yeah,
I was like, oh, maybe they copied that.
Welcome
I don't know.
to Desiree's Science Corner.
No, this is some. If you want to be successful, it kind of goes with that. Okay, number 1, do what you love.
Okay.
Do you think Einstein came up with that?
Probably not. It sounds more like Oprah.
Okay, 2, put a dent in the universe.
That sounds like Einstein.
Okay. 3, kickstart your brain.
That sounds like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Good. 4, sell dreams, not products.
That sounds like QVC.
I don't know. Number 5, say no to 1,000 things.
Sounds like me.
No, you don't say no to anything. That's number 5 is one you have to work on.
Okay.
So do I.
Okay.
Say no to 1,000 things. I think most people need to work on that one.
Yeah, you're right.
6, create insanely great experiences. We do that with geocaching.
We do that with geocaching, and that sounds a lot like...
Who?
Well, our friend that wrote Great Expectations, of course.
Sorry.
Okay, the first person to tweet me who that was will send you a fake free t-shirt.
Okay, last...
Not that you will, because you're not following us on Twitter.
They might be. We're going to probably get a lot of followers now.
It's whatever.
Number 7, and the last one is master the message.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. I thought it was really kind of cool.
Now, who is that? Who did you find that from?
Actually, a good friend, Rhonda Chin, gave it to me.
Oh, I like Rhonda.
And so I've kind of kept that. She didn't make it up. It was passed on from, like, her husband, who's a great businessman, and I think it might be Steve Jobs.
Well, he's a great businessman, too.
I think it might be from him. But
I definitely like Say No to 1,000 Things. You're right. I need to practice that.
Sell dreams, not products.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that kind of makes sense for him.
Yeah.
Like the dream of having all this technology and stuff. He didn't really sell, the computer. He was selling the idea of the life you live when you have these things.
Right. So did Bernie Madoff.
It could. Oh, that's good.
I'm just kidding.
You're right. But anyway, I thought it was and do what you love.
I love
Of course,
that.
number one, do what you love.
Yeah, I love that. And master the message, because you have to really master your own message, too. Like, what are you all about?
Right.
Which, what's funny is even at my age now.
Yeah, what is that? About 62?
Something like that.
Okay.
I'm still learning.
Right, absolutely.
Who I am.
I know. So am I.
But that's a discussion for another time.
For next week's show.
We want to send a special thank you to our producers, Michael... Boule, hey, we gotta go. Benicos and Janae, make love, not war, Mercedes. For producing our show.
Remember, each and every episode is available for you free of charge on iTunes. Download us and please write a review. We'd love it.
And most of all, we want to thank you, the listener. Because remember, without you, only our mothers would be listening.
And that would be so sad. We're Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
We will see you next week.